wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back. Welcome back to the steaming jungles, bubbling mud pits. What's what I'm looking for? Oh! Patch, thank you so much, and also Skeptic Glamour before for those subscriptions. You lovely, lovely people. Thank you, and thank you also for the couple of follows we had whilst we were offline. Always a pleasure to log into and see. Thank you very much, and welcome everyone. It's lovely to have you here as we return to the little jungle island just nestled off the south coast of the Chiltern Peninsula in Faerun. And yeah, it's a very peaceful, quiet place. Just a bunch of turtles hanging out, doing a bit of fishing, a bit of crafting, just running about, little occasional Kalashtar visitors dropping by, making themselves a little, castaway hut down the beach. It's all good, And then you have yourselves a slight run-in with the Cult of Elemental Evil. And the whole place just, ruined. What a mess. So, you need to get yourself in some prophesized adventurers, if that should be the case. And here they are, the so-called The Five, have arrived. And they found themselves in Ahoy Hoy, the turtle village, here to help, here to make right all of the things that could potentially go very, very wrong as they are battling the various cultists, doing their nefarious deeds at the behest of their gods and other mysterious forces who are guiding them on their way to the Snout of Omgar. So, welcome here, everyone. It's lovely to have you all there already. Welcome those in chat and those lurking away. It's good to have you. And also, if you are watching later on, as people like to do, thank you for catching up on the VOD squad. If you, dear friends watching right now, have missed any of those, you can head on over to our YouTube channel and get access to those VODs and all that stuff that you need. And also, our Twitter is there if you want to catch up and keep abreast of everything that is going on, such as lovely people coming to join us, like our guests here, and also the chances that we have to go and visit other places, which I shall be talking about later on. And there might be a little video at the end of this session for you to enjoy. Exciting things coming up at the end of this week. Do stay tuned for that. Now, as we jump in here, let me not only say thank you to all of you lovely people, but also to the fantastic sponsor that we have for this little miniature summer campaign of ours in the corner of the game screen down there, CZ RPG, our good friend Christian and his fantastic publishing group. They're always creating a huge amount of incredible supplements and extra rules and settings and encounters for all of your D&D games. Recently produced the fantastic Van Richten's pocketbook for all kinds of Ravenloft stuff. And also, very recently as well, Encounters in Chult, a copy of which you, dear viewers, can win. So, once I get this kicked off and started properly, let you enter yourselves into that giveaway and give you the chance to win, as you may desire to get this. Not only if you're going through Chult, if you're doing Tomb of Annihilation or anything like that, but also if you find yourself in any jungle environment, all of the encounters and rules and monsters and magic items and things in there would be fantastic for any of those games. So, I'm going to get that going in just a sec. When you see that pop up in chat, do jump on in there for your chance to win, and we'll draw at the end. Now, moving on, saying our thank yous, we do also like to say a massive thank you to our good friends at Sirenscape, a fantastic source of music and sound effects for your games. You can try them for free, have access to everything in there, and if you cancel within a month, it will not cost you a thing, but you might not want to cancel. You might want to become a Super Siren subscriber and have access to all of their stuff for all of your games forevermore, be they online or in person, as things start to shift in the right direction. I'm happy I got my vaccination coupons so I can go and get sorted. Yay! I'm looking forward to that. Finally. Thank you, Japan. Better late than never. And we are, we're very happy to be using them, and you can enjoy the sounds. I made some special custom sound sets. Oh, speak of the devil. Hello, Vicky. Yes, there is your friendly local Sirenscape representative there. I made some special sound sets just for this module to use in our game tonight. I hope you enjoy them. There's some interesting stuff in there, and you can try them out for yourself. Now, speaking of spectacular, I did summon you, Vicky. Yes, she will come. Speak her name, and she will come forth. Speaking of music and sound effects, we have some other sources of music that we like to shout out as well. 3 YouTube channels that are fabulous for your fantasy games: Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey. This piece you're listening to right now is a Travis Savoy one, and also over on Patreon, Will Savino. If you want links for those, you can get them all in the information of our VODs over on YouTube. Link in the chat over there, and you can check them out, and you can access them and have them in your games too. Now, that said, I do want to let my dear players introduce themselves, but let's do a quick recap and figure out where we were at. Last time, they were at the mud pits of Florb, the mud mephit, and his lovely hot spa retreat in the jungles, little distance away from Ahoy Hoy, the total town, and you headed over there, fighting off some undead on the way, only to find that there was a horde of undead restlessly moving about the place and suddenly seemingly drawn to those mud pits there. And as you tried to stealth your way through with a fairly decent zombie impression, unfortunately, the undead phoenix, no relation, was too canny and noticed that you are not as you seem to be, and was about to swoop down when the fierce Koa leapt upon its beak and grasped on, and as that happened, Shadow sprang forth and lit his fiery sword, which was the portal key required for the plane of earth, the plane of elemental earth portal to open up beneath the mud pits, and all of the zombies and the skeletons and everything was sucked in. Koa was also almost sucked in with them, but she just managed to escape, and the very surprised and rather angry cultist of the Cult of Elemental Evil came out of their tent in the center of this place and was about to do you grievous harm, but the stealthy Waku, invisibly creeping forward, busted up the ground underneath them, which opened up into a big hidden mud pit tunnels which flowed this way and that between the various pits of this area, and they were trapped down there. You tried to parley with them, but there was no doing it, and you knocked them back, Spartan kicked them back into the mud pits and left them there. We shall see what happens. Now, as we discussed, those mud pits do have the beneficial properties of giving you temporary HP, so I think that means that they can never drown. Just gonna be there, just being buffed with these temporary HP all the time. I'm not sure. I can't remember how long they last. We should say. I'm not sure how often you can get the benefits of that. Maybe they'll be gone, or they'll just be beautifully smooth skin when you get back. We shall see. Anyway, you left them there, and you were not looking too bad, so you decided we don't need to go back to Ahoy Hoy, despite its lovely name. We can just head on straight to our next location, and you headed up to the northernmost tip of the island, where there are a bunch of shipwrecks and a total statue marking an event in their distant past that you have not heard the full details of, which may pop up today. And as you explored the shipwrecks, you were attacked by a nasty sea hag, also part of this cult of elemental evil, protecting her portal as she was siphoning off energy, as they are trying to siphon off energy and funnel it towards their god, the Chained One, he who shall not be named, except right now Farazdun, as they are trying to rescue him and give him the energy that he needs to escape and return once more. Now, long, long ago, dear viewers, Tharizdun did threaten this place before, but a bunch of gods and powerful entities all banded together, forgetting their squabbles and rivalries, and worked together to banish him and chain him up and away from danger. Out from putting them in danger. And it seems to be a similar thing is happening here, as we have Bastet, Shadow's gods, and also oh god, why am I blanking on the name? Nature god. Wanda, Kidash, help me.
Sylvanus.
thank you. Sylvanus, sorry, excuse me, mental break, mental blank there. Sylvanus, the nature god, also seems to have brought Kidash and Wonder here as well. And Waku is a mystery, but seems to be under the guidance of some entity, some voice, some other force. And all of these have been brought together to meet Koa Vena, also subject to her own voices in that latter half of her name there, Vena, as they have all arrived here and are putting a stop to this nasty cult. But, excuse me, name dropping and dipping into stories and things there, let them introduce themselves as we swing around the overlay from myself here. My name's John, Phoenix Ueki, nice to see you all, thank you for coming on by. Koa Vena, please.
Hi, my name is AJ Winters. I am a Perth-located creative being on the internet that plays D&D. I also have a show on Winter's Tales called World Builder, where I slowly build a world one step at a time and will host and DM a D&D game in next year. So if you're interested in that, go and check out my channel. I'll put a link in the chat. But tonight I am playing Koa Vena, the Kalishtar barbarian, who has a voice in her head, aka Vena. Not so lovable spirit.
Okay. Oh look, I was so prepared, AJ. I have an exclamation mark, AJ, but it's pre-YouTube days because this is when you did the one shot with us.
I have one
please,
for today.
Add more.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, everyone do head on over there and give them. I haven't caught this weekend's one yet because I've been busy. Lots of penultimate. It's the final session of Avernus on Friday, and penultimate one of this one.
John, I'm offended.
Sorry. It's at the top of my watch later.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. Thank you. And bad luck with the lost data and stuff.
It's all right. That made the last 2 minutes of the video more funny. So
good.
Now you just have to check it out.
Excellent. Yes, I shall. And everyone else also do that thing. There they are. Okay, please head on over to YouTube and give those interesting and fabulous and enjoyable videos a watch. Learning new stuff every week. Moving on round. Waku. Who are you? Who are you playing? Where they at?
Hey, I'm Josh. I play Firemaw in our last session of Avernus coming up, as we mentioned. We'll get back to Tong in a couple of weeks, I suppose. But right now, I'm playing Waku, the warlock kobold that is perpetually in search of gold, and now has 2 heads.
Huzzah! Yes, I skipped over that bit in my recap. Yes, sorry, we did finish the last session with a strange voice uttering from the portal, which was apparently linked to the gaping maw, the Demogorgon's realm in the abyss. And there was a shout of conquest, a shout of claiming that Waku would now be his. And he sprung a second head, much to the surprise of his party. And I now regret not adapting your token. Damn it. Lost opportunity. Okay, moving on along there. Shadow, please.
Hi, my name's Chase. I'm Shadow, Lorndrow Paladin Vengeance Master. Got a flaming sword. I love using it. And yeah, I'm real surprised my friend just grew another head. That's gonna be an experience. Yeah, looking forward to smiting some more bad guys.
Smite. All right, Wonder, please.
I am Aelin, playing Wander, the Fearbold Grave Cleric, who's very, very concerned about some new medical knowledge of 2-headed kobolds.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, Kidash.
Hey, Andy. I'm playing Kidash, the Portal Druid, to the token portal of the group. He's looking forward to not rolling ones this week. I had a 2 in a row last week, so getting more into the action.
Indeed. All right. Good. Hey, thank you, everybody. Now, let us return to said Shipwreck Cove on the north end of the island. And let me actually get you over to the map of the island so you can see where you're all at. Boom. Over there. I preloaded them today so they jump up nice and fast. But rather zoomed in. Hang on. Yeah, over there. There they are. Up at High Horn. Just see the little tokens there. See, they're all hiding there. Hello. Okay. They are there. Excuse the bizarrely aligned map. It is portrait, which is not good for VTTs. So I had to finagle it and swing it around. But you can see the shipwrecks. You can see the turtle statue, and you can see our adventurers. As you find yourselves back inside that upside-down shipwreck with the large hole in the side through which you ventured and battled the hag. Over to you, dear friends, as you return to the Snout of Omgar. Roll credits. We don't have it.
Are you aware that you have two heads? Is that normal or...
I mean, I'm aware now. Yeah, I'm pretty aware now.
Oh, good, we get both of them.
That
One
answers
has a
my
slightly
question.
higher pitch. It's weird.
Yeah, I think it's pretty weird too. Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Sorry, Wanda, what was that?
That answers my question. It appears that they are both sentient Wakus. Huh.
Waku,
Yep.
now you have to share your treasure.
The heads look at each other. I don't like him at all. No, I don't like him either.
Oh no. I had a cousin like this once. It got messy.
They're arguing with their quarry. You and Venna get along so well. You hear Venna's voice. I don't like you either.
You love me and you know it.
I'm stuck with you.
By choice. It was your choice.
You're a means to an end. And when I gain the power to manifest, much like Vakri back in Eberron, I shall leave this frail, mortal body and take over this Fine. You do your thing. Do your thing. So, Shadow, Kidash, how are you reacting to this?
Stunned silence.
just like Jones. Everyone else sees that, right? Kidash?
Yeah, this is the first double-headed kobold.
First for me too. I guess it's technically a second for me, but I don't know.
Do we know which is the original head, and or are they?
The two hands raised in the air.
He's surrendering. No,
Theoretically, someone would know, but both.
I mean, one of them's higher pitched.
Is that the new one?
Yes.
Does the gods speak to both of you? Your crazy Necronomicon god guy? I don't know.
They respond simultaneously, and they said, theoretically, if we did have a necromancer that was speaking to us, they wouldn't speak to us very often. So I don't think. Do you know yet? No, I don't really know yet. We don't know yet.
Sorry, but I got wrapped up in my lovely players chit chat here, and I forgot to start the giveaway. Let me do that. Here it comes.
Okay. So, what next? The last shiny thing and enemy to defeat? And then we save the island. Yay!
You sound very enthusiastic about
I am actually quite excited because then you all go away and I get to go back to my hut and hunt some fish. So, where to?
If the island becomes a giant turtle, though, then there will be no hut to relocating hut.
Exactly why I am helping. Out of the goodness of my selfishness. Now, let's go.
How about the ahoy hoy? Yeah, that's what it's called. Ahoy hoy.
Yeah, I could use some more fish wrapped in bananas, leaves, or something.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna make your way along the coast or through the jungle.
Whichever way we came from.
I vote for coast.
That is your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
The sea breeze will be nice. Why not?
It is rather sticky in the forest.
Why is the forest sticky?
No, it's like sweaty. Yeah. Humid.
I like the summer
is
breeze.
unknown. It is unknown why the forest is sticky.
I don't like sticky forest, so coast it is.
Okay. So yes, you clamber your way over the rocky promontories and small broken bluffs of the northern part, and along some beautiful beaches. Koa, you're eyeing up a few other, a few other beachfront properties. So this would work. This would work. Yeah, this would be quite nice. And you manage to clamber your way over the small hills and headlands that jut out from the jungle across the beaches into the water. And you, after quite some time, do find yourselves rounding a little clutch of hills, as you can see under the A of Ahoy Hoy there. And you do come once more within sight of the total town. And you make your way back towards the friendly, welcoming village of the Total Folk. What would you like to do?
Can we see the map of Ahoy Hoy real fast?
Say again, Shadow?
Can we see that Ahoy Hoy map? Or just
Sure.
the rest? I don't know.
Yeah. Just a moment. Ahoy hoy. Oop. Sorry, I did not preload this one. So give it a second. But it will be right with you. Coming up, coming up. Okay.
I wanna figure out who this character was on the headland, the big statue of the giant turtle.
Okay.
Maybe that will give us some clues. Is there anywhere around where that would? Is there a library?
No, but they. I mean, you would know. Is the way of your people is to pass these kind of things down through story, and they have. Usually, they would have various depictions and murals on the walls, but in Ahoy Hoy, they're all taken up with pictures of you five. Slightly disturbingly and alarmingly, but yes, that is still the case. And you head on in there, but you do go to the communal area where there's the various mats, and you can see various adults hanging about. No kids at the moment. They were concerned about things going on and at the moment, so they do not have any youngsters hatching. They're not using it as a hatchery at the moment, which is a great cause of dismay for any turtles that make the long journey back to lay their eggs and find themselves turned away, having to go and find a new hatchery. And thus the turtle people were spread throughout Faerun. And so you head on over. Who would you like to talk to? There are various turtles kicking around.
We have more money now, right?
Yes?
Can I buy that? Can I buy that baboon we saw earlier?
Hang on. Ahoy hoy, where are you? You head on over. Ah, there we are. Thank you, map. Okay, and as you come in that north side, as you're coming, down from the northern tip there, ahoy hoy! The maps in this module are gorgeous and so colourful and nice. So yes, you come into that main area there, and you find yourselves arriving in that north gate and courtyard there, the multi-layered fort standing at the water's edge with the sturdy stone walls adorned with these large tortoise shells. And the trail leading to the fort ends at the wooden double door. The guards happily let you inside, and they are very pleased to see you all, and they do quickly usher you inside, and I say quickly, as turtles go, and they welcome you back with open arms. And yes, you, Shadov, could head on over to the market there. Now, let's a quick reminder of what we have here. There is, yes, a wooden cage containing an untrained baboon. I warn you. An untrained baboon. There is also a trained flying snake that was also on sale there. There is an untrained... there was a domesticated giant lizard. Waku, that would make a nice mount. There was an untrained axebeak, also popular, very popular up in Icewind Dale, where it's a bit chillier, although not popular with chicken druids, but sorry, rangers. Anyway, and then lots of other magic ingredients and treasures and things that they've gathered from here, there, and everywhere.
How much for the flying snake?
You're going to head over to the turtle on the stalls there, the one that has the various animals, and he's like, it's Shadov, yes?
You know it.
Welcome back. I trust you're successful.
3 out of 4.
Is the mighty Omgar nearing his freedom?
I don't know about that. Talk to Kadash.
Indeed. We are glad to have him home. Him and all his clutch were thought lost. And
What about that flying snake?
Yes. This is trained, so it will be 12 gold pieces.
Do I have that?
Do you?
Didn't you give all your coins to Waku?
I think so.
That was 2 days ago. We made some more money since then, right? We killed the bad guys.
Have you got any money from the hag? Then yeah. Did we get any money from the hag?
There was a little chest that was found. You found there was a bunch of copper pieces. There was 200 copper pieces.
How do I how's that? What's the exchange rate in gold?
That is 20 silver, right? 20 silver, so it's two gold. Right, I think it's 10. Yeah, it's just things of 10, isn't it? So there's yes. There is that.
I guess I don't get all of it either.
There was a stuffed parrot, which felt strange and lumpy. And Shadov, just out of morbid curiosity, you couldn't but cut it open and see if it was more poisonous snakes, like in those zombies that you came across in the forest. But you actually found a gemstone inside, so that might be worth bartering.
Yeah. How about a shiny gemstone, turtle guy?
Mm-hmm.
It's the reflection. You can see your beautiful face in it.
And he let me jump back there. He looks like his eyes go wide. He's like, That is much too valuable. How about I give you the snake and the riding lizard?
Deal.
Okay. So, that's actually a good deal for you. It's not that valuable. He doesn't have a very good appraising eye.
Oh, fantastic.
You got the flying snake for free, basically. the gem and the lizard were the same price. So, everyone, you are just kind of resting and tending to any wounds that you have. Waku's kind of tentatively poking at his second head. It's like, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! And there's a bunch of turtles gathered around you, Waku, curiously.
I would like to ask around the village about
Yes.
the information of the last location. If people know anything.
Okay.
or-
Indeed. You see Kidash already sat cross-legged on some of the seating mats in that communal area, talking with a rather learned-looking older turtle. And you head on over there. And Kidash, they just finished telling you how up at High Horn, that statue is to commemorate the time that one of the turtles saw a shipwreck occur, and they blew on their horn so that all of the other turtles would come running, and they were able to rescue most of the crew of this ship, and all of the members of that ship ended up living here on the island, and the Typhoon Palace was constructed for them. The turtles put that together for those. Apparently, there was a priestess of some ocean god, and she used to tell amazing stories of sea monsters and shipwrecks and things. And they were very much taken with her and her followers, and they offered to construct the Typhoon Palace for them. And they worked together. And you hear that, and then Koa, you join in at this and ask for any information that you can about the palace. Yeah, something like that. And you also hear that this is about a century ago that shipwreck happened, and they pulled all the human survivors from the wreckage and the water and tried to make them feel at home. The ship's captain was this very charismatic priestess that they all admired, and she told stories, like I said, of the monsters and ship battles and magnificent island palaces. So they tried to recreate that for them, so they would feel at home on the island, and they created the Typhoon Palace. The crew and this priestess lived in the palace for the rest of their lives, but the last of them passed away about 50 years ago. Now, the turtle leans over conspiratorially towards you, Koa, and he's like, and it's said that the palace is haunted. Sometimes, when they still lived here, young ones used to try and explore the ruins, but most of them don't get very far before come running back to Hoi Hoi.
Haunted how?
Strange noises and shadowy forms.
Nothing I'm not used to by now. Okay. Anything else?
Our predecessors made it good and strong. It's built to withstand the seismic activity of the island and the storms that come rolling off the bay. But it has been neglected, so there will be some damage, but it should be fairly intact.
Okay. Not a problem. I will leave you to your, this.
He nods sagely as you walk away. Wander. Where doth thou wander?
Wander is gonna go lay the Medusa ashes and Sea Hag to rest and like give last rites and stuff under some of the trees.
Okay. Several several curious turtles come along and watch from a respectful distance, unless you ask for their help, and then they eagerly, very willingly help out.
Yeah,
Willingly.
Wander is willing to, let them help. Just in...
Okay. Thank you very much. So yeah, they do observe the rites there, and I think after this and after the old turtle when you first arrived, I think some of Wanda's Furbolg funeral rites may live on in Ahoy Hoy as a newly adopted style.
Gotta spread the rights around, Teach as Wander was taught.
Indeed. Okay. Thank you. Now, Waku, as you're hanging out with yourself, Shadov comes over with a snake coiled artfully around his arm with strange, almost rainbow-colored wings, feathery wings coming off its back. And then also leading on a vine tether, you see this strange kind of almost like Komodo dragon looking thing. It's just like just behind him. There's this giant lizard comes along behind him.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think so too. First time we've agreed.
Shadov?
You want to ride?
Sure.
All right.
But Shadov, come here.
What's
Right
up,
side,
buddy?
right side. Stay to the right side. I don't like this other guy. If you find out anything, let's take him out. Let's get him. Let's do some magic. Let's take care of him. All right?
I mean, I'm kind of sworn to stop evil.
I think he's evil, honestly.
Well, if you find any proof,
All right.
you can amputate, as it were.
Okay, sounds good to me. Then the other, Shadov, left side.
What's up, buddy?
The right side guy is plotting something. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, I'd watch out. He's got some dangerous ambitions.
I think he's after my horde. We
I think he's after more than your horde, buddy.
take him out.
All right, if you find any proof,
If you
know.
find any way to remove a second head,
Hey, I don't
Let
think
me
he
know.
likes pineapples.
Okay, so you do this, Kadesh, as you finish your long conversation with this elder, the new elder of the town of Ahoy Hoy. They reach out to a bundle of driftwood boxes and things that they have constructed at their side here, various knickknacks and nice looking shells and things that they found over time. It's like maybe this will be useful. This was rescued from the ship as well. Later on, found washed up in the beach. Excuse me. And he passes you a medallion, and it has a strange symbol on it of two waves kind of cresting against each other and breaking up above. Cheers, Stumper. Oh, red issue, sorry. Not me. Excuse me. Cheers, Will. You see this mark here. And the turtle says, the priestess and her followers had similar.
Is it just the one medallion that we get?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for this medallion. I'll get out one of our magic users to check it out to see if it's can offer some help in the in the adventure ahead.
Noted. Okay. Now, how is everyone feeling? Do you need to take a long rest, or are you good to go?
Can I rest on the lizard?
I'm
Waku could, you cannot.
I'm a warlock. I can short rest and go basically every day.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we on full, like, is most people on full health? No?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sea
we
hack fight went
assassinated
very
that
nicely.
I am down a couple of spell slots, which would probably be good to have.
Nah, that's fine.
So I wouldn't turn down a long rest is what I'm saying.
Are we on a time limit? Or?
Yes, problem is, are we on a time schedule, or didn't the man in the mud say that it was going to happen soon? We should probably stop whatever it is.
Oh, he's dead now. What do dead people know?
But dead people know a lot, actually.
Wanda?
Is that true, Wander?
I don't know. Maybe ask your staff about it.
Maybe we should go back and ask him.
I think he's still alive,
Oh,
probably.
yeah, we probably should go back. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. That guy was an ass.
That's true, yes. I think we should move forward if we can. But Wander, if you need to rest, you let us know, yes?
Yes. Just
If Wander shrinks, can Wander rest on the pack mule? I forget his name.
The
I
giant
named
lizard?
it. Yes, I'll
It
call
does,
him.
does need a name. Yes, come on.
Oh, any ideas, guys?
Why did you buy a lizard?
Why not buy a lizard?
In the middle of what we are doing, you think a lizard is what is needed. That's what came to mind? But
Yes.
I'm gonna go to a castle and defeat some sort of bad guy. I need a lizard.
We didn't know it was a castle. It could
Okay.
be, you know,
I'm just very interested in how your thoughts are.
It could have been a lizard racetrack. You're right.
could have been a lizard racetrack.
No, it
Also-
doesn't have. Yes, Wander?
Oh, just that lizards can climb, and if Waku were riding the lizard, Waku could therefore climb.
I'm a great and powerful spellcaster. I can already do that.
Oh, that's true.
He's
You
lying.
hating on the lizard,
You can't
Polo?
do that.
Okay. Should we go then onwards? Yes. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you head out of the south gate of Ahoy Hoy, and there is a unlooked after and slightly fallen into disrepair, but there is a trail that leads from the town down towards the Typhoon Palace. If I can get you sorted there. So you can see it just going all the way along the coast there. It's a lovely walk. Winds its way along the cliffs there as you rise up. Go past Koa. Do you or do you not just rattle the door just to check?
Do I rattle what?
Rattle the door on your hut, see if it's locked or not.
Oh, it does not have door, but yes, I would like
There is that.
to. I would like to check that my assortment of shells and fish scales and collection of skins from animals that I have hunted are still there. Yes.
You just hear a friendly voice. I've been watching. And you just see over on the way there's like just around the little bunch of rocks, there's a turtle sat there fishing. Nothing nefarious.
Okay. Thank you, Turtle, then.
Pleasure. Okay, so you head on over. Wisdom saves as a raiding party streams forth from the jungle. Welcome, everybody. We are just getting going, really. We're just jumping in here. We are on the Snout of Omgar, running a miniature summer campaign down here south of Chult with our total friends and all of these fine adventurers. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. We have a giveaway. Do type in enter and jump in on that if you so wish. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Your chance to win Encounters in Chult from the fabulous CG RPG. That's the one. You've already won it, Dritz. You won it last week. Okay, let's have a look here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm afraid it is the same one as last week. It's the same thing we're giving away just for this rather thematic connection with our adventure here. So, anyway. Is there anything that you would like to talk about as we welcome in these fine folks from the lovely, lovely raiders that we have here? Thank you, Wisdom Saves. Anything you would talk about on the journey? Or are you just heading straight on down?
Oh, I didn't know you had a horde. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Are you two gonna share the money?
Oh. Just got a different kind of horde.
Yeah.
You don't get two shares, just so you know.
To me, you are the same person, just with an extra limb and brain and eyes.
More to love.
I mean,
Maybe-
for one lucky kobold female, then yes.
Wanda?
Oh, I was just gonna say, maybe this is the proof of like the kobold legends that he's turning into a dragon. Maybe he just gets more heads, like
Yeah.
that one deity.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna turn into Tiamat one day. I assume that's how it works.
Paco, are you a Hydra?
Oh, another possibility.
I hadn't considered that before, but that's really cool.
All right.
There is an easy way to test if he is. If we cut off one of the heads, does two grow back?
I
So-
have to
You,
figure out which
you,
one's
you see the look of like,
Which one of you would like to be cut off?
Science!
Yes.
yeah, you see a look of consideration in both of the kobolds' eyes, and they go, let's wait until after the thing.
I don't know. 3 heads might be more helpful.
I haven't developed my breath weapon yet, so like, we can wait.
Okay.
Okay, and you carry on down the path, and as you round a corner of the clifftop trail, you come within sight of a fairly magnificent view. This one. Ta-da. Ooh, skewed. Come over here and zoom out. Boop, boop, boop. As perched up above the crashing waves and breakers, you see a fabulous palace carved into the side of the mountain with the large volcanic peaks stretching up towards the hinterlands of the Snout of Omgar beyond it. And you see all sorts of vegetation and flowers and creepers and palm trees growing up from cracks in the walls, and it definitely seems to be well on the way to being reclaimed by the jungles of this island. But you get your first glimpse of the Typhoon Palace as you approach.
Looks great.
Yeah, not bad.
They did a good job. They did a good job.
Better than my hut.
You should claim this for yourself, Koa.
I'm thinking about it, yes.
Okay. So, you make your way down the remainder of the trail and find yourselves approaching what is clearly the main entrance, as this used to be the main connection between the Turtles village and the palace for the trade and whatever traffic was moving and toing and froing between the two places. As you approach there, okay, sorry, as beautiful as this image is, we will breeze on by. I will bring you over to the map. Ta-da! Bring everyone over so they can see Dangwaru. Now, Kidash, you speak Aquan, don't you? Muted.
Yes, I do.
Okay, yes. I think, let's have a quick look here. Yes. You know that the name of this place basically translates as high place. So it's just like up, up on the sides of this mountain. As all of you jump on in here, and the map squares are 10 foot, but I put it on a 5-foot grid on Roll20 there, so you can move around as normal. So you find yourself as the trail clings around the side of the mountain. It winds along the island's rocky coast for miles before ending at a stone palace built 30 feet above sea level. Waves crash against the rocks just below the palace walls. The palace's grand entrance features a colonnade of vine-wrapped pillars that leads to a stone double door carved with foamy waves that part in the middle, not unlike the symbol that you carry, Kidash. Sections of the portico's roof have fallen in, and palm trees and ferns sprout from between the cracked flagstones. Scores of harmless lizards use the shaded areas of the portico as a den, and east of the portico is a 10-foot-tall statue choked with vines. It has the head and torso of a woman, and a twisting wave of water where her legs should be. Beyond the west side of the portico, as we're looking at it, you can see an overgrown garden terrace that overlooks the thundering sea.
Sorry, speaking of that medallion, could you give that over to us to take a look at?
Sure, does anyone want to have a look? And I don't know.
10-minute
what it
ritual
does.
cast of Identify.
Okay. Yeah, as you're traveling. There's nothing magical about it, I'm afraid, but it is Wanda, you definitely know, and a couple of the rest of you would probably recognize it as well. It is a symbol of Umberlee, the rather evil sea goddess.
Oh,
Hey,
not
Doug.
magic at all. Pretty useless. Here you go.
Oh, it's scrappy. Okay, so yes, it is definitely a motif that is echoed throughout the architecture here.
Wasted a pearl. Useless fuck.
Are we meant to see
Okay.
anything on the
The
map?
pearl's not used up. You still have it.
Oh, okay.
I cannot see anything on the map.
Oh, that's wrong. Everyone else, how you doing?
I can see.
I can see
got-
fine.
Yeah.
Just a moment. Sorry, AJ.
That's okay.
This.
Mine's just black.
Are you just in the wrong parts? Does this help?
I don't know. Yeah. I see my token, and
Okay.
then the rest of it is black.
Oh, okay. Right, hang on. Let me quickly sort that. Fairly easy, I believe. Should be easy. Oop. Covenor.
Thank you.
2 seconds, everyone bear with us. A massive welcome to Dead Aussie Gamer.
Woo-woo.
Cannot wait for the weekend.
Hey, Dag, how are ya? How's life?
Da-da-da. Okay, you definitely have control of your. Right, you can, on the right side. If you go to the on Roll20, if you go to the little kind of newspaper-looking icon, you can see your token, right? Your Covenor thing in PCs. Yep. So that's working. So it must be something with the token itself. Da-da-da. Yep. Represents you.
I don't know.
Oh, I know what the problem is. Can you move the token? That's important.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I can see.
Oh, there we go.
That's really
Magic.
weird.
Okay, so, my dear adventurers, as you pass beneath the massive hovering sign in the air, Dangwaru, you may approach the Typhoon Pass. Yeah, folks, let me jump ahead of them. Give you a view here. Okay. So yes.
Do I spot? Can I roll a perception check?
Please, yeah,
I can see if there's anything around.
absolutely.
11.
Okay. Lots of little lizards and snakes slithering about the place, scuttling around. A few flurries of color as tropical birds go flying out from your approach. But yeah, nothing else, I'm afraid. Everyone else, how you doing? Just gonna carry on down the main entranceway there. That's the way that leads down to the double doors. That goes, Hidash, that's the massive statue over there of the woman with the water for legs.
Is that Umberly?
You're not sure. It could be a representation of her, or it could be maybe a representation of the priestess that came.
Waku takes a few minutes to activate the detecting of magic.
Okie doke.
Seems
So I'm gonna get rid of a few instances of D&D Beyond to try and help my computer out a bit here. It's struggling. Too much going on. Okay, that might help. Okay, so yes, you. So that's gonna last for 10 minutes, right?
yeah, that's right.
Hey, Sultan, good to see you. Okay.
Seems quite suspicious.
Okay. So, you're just making your way down through the pillars and towards the doors? Mm-hmm. Please.
Can I inspect this room I'm in? I don't know where I'm at.
Where have you gone?
I'm in a fountain-looking room, and the doors are closed. It looks suspicious.
Can you ping? Like hold, just click and hold on the map where you are? Where have you gone?
He's over here.
How?
I did some acrobatics over.
Yeah.
Oh,
bad.
whoa!
It was simply Bast's will.
Behave. You're not there. Yeah, if you're moving yourselves around, if you can use the cursor keys. It's better. Sorry, excuse my camera.
I use the
everyone.
cursor key.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, there's no doorway into that room. I don't know where you went. Okay. So, everyone, now, as you make your way down towards the big stone doors, there is a sudden flurry of movements. Omi! And Omi arrives. It bursts from the bushes. No. There is a sudden flurry of movement, and emerging from those bushes to the east, a giant lizard, very similar to the one that Shadov purchased in the market, comes writhing up out of the vegetation where it was hidden and starts to move predatorially towards all of you. What do you do?
I think you bought its mate. I take out my axe.
I attempt an animal handling?
I prepare an Eldritch Blast if it steps closer.
Okay, it starts moving towards you. And Wanda, you may roll me an animal handling check with advantage. For reasons.
I'm gonna keep the first one, which was a 15.
A 15? Okay. As this creature boils up out of the undergrowth and comes towards you, Shadov, there is a lurch, and you're almost pulled off your feet as your giant lizard goes running over towards it, and they go nose to nose, and they're kind of just like rubbing their noses together.
I told you. This is what
I
happened.
don't know.
How do we
Actually,
race the lizards?
It's quite a lovely thing because you freed the partner.
Reunited.
Do I have 2 lizards now?
No,
Kidash,
you
what was
lost
that?
one.
Wait, what?
What was that, Kidash?
Now can we race the lizards?
Now you can race them, yes. if they so desire. Come on, druid. Okay,
It's fine, I'll let them be.
no worries. Right, so you arrive at the massive doors as the lizards, the giant lizards, are reunited. Sorry, I should put yours in there as well, Chase. Shadov.
So I'm down a lizard.
2 lizards. Happy lizards. Okay. Now. What are you doing? Are you just going to try and get inside?
Blast them? Is that what's going on?
Can I
They seem
perform a
happy.
marriage ceremony for these lizards?
There is a spell called Ceremony that allows you to do weddings.
You're a cleric.
Yeah.
I don't think I got
2
that.
seconds, everyone.
You cannot just buy lizard and then think that it is always going to be your lizard.
Yeah, slavery is wrong.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, come on, man.
No arguments there.
I thought we'd be
Whenever I
friends
walk back
forever
in.
is all.
Just let the lovers be. You know?
All right. I mean, I
You
don't.
cannot own another creature. That is just wrong. Right, Wanda? See? Noble one of the group agrees with me, and that's
Must be true then. Right. Okay. So, as this as this conversation is happening, you do make your way towards those massive doors. As you give them a try, who's leading the way here? Okay.
Me.
Kidash.
Well, Waku's,
I'm a
Waku's
dowdy.
inspecting the door. But
Sure. Give me an investigation check then.
hadn't got out my dice for the game yet.
Come on.
10.
10. Okay, looks fine. Kidash, yes, you do look up, and you're kind of comparing it with the symbol that you were given, and you do notice that it does look exactly the same. And as you give them a try, you do discover they are unlocked, and they push open, but there is a rather nasty squealing of rusty hinges. But the doors do push open, and I shall reveal what lies beyond. Zoop. Where's a big door? Okay. Ta-da! A very small room. As you stop there, those three kind of blue circles there. That's a portcullis, so you can't go beyond that.
Magical.
There we go. Okay, so as you make your way into that area there, Yes, they open into this little antechamber. There's a torch bracket mounted on the wall, and then the heavy iron portcullis blocking your way. Waku, you think you could probably squeeze through,
Oh,
but your friends have no chance whatsoever.
we can probably squeeze through. I think so.
Even with
Can
two
I-
heads?
Can I misty step through?
Absolutely.
If you need someone to go with you, Waku, I can misty step through the bars here.
Waku walks up to the bars, like looks at them to make sure they're not like magical or trapped or anything.
There's no aura from them.
Peers on through them, make sure there's nothing like eagerly waiting on the other side.
Okay.
Wait, let me see what's on the other side first. And if he doesn't see anything, he'll wiggle on through if he can.
Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, please make your way into that area there, next to that table that you can see. So as you squeeze through, you find yourself in this room, and there's a rusty iron chandelier hanging by a chain over this once grand dining table, situated in the middle of this large room. Light dapples the table through holes in the roof, and a few harmless tropical birds flap about. The tiled floor is littered with broken dishes, bird droppings, and other detritus. There's a wide staircase to the south, as you can see, that climbs just 5 feet up to the raised gallery that goes around the edge of the room. There are old framed pictures of sailing ships hanging on the gallery walls, and there are 3 closed sets of doors leading from the upper area to other parts of the palace, and a 4th doorway in the southeast corner, which is almost completely blocked by rubble, as you can see over there.
No levers that say pull this to open the portcullis.
Not from where you're standing there, not that you can see, but please.
Yeah, I misty step through after Waku.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
Shadov, Koa, Wanda, you are left on the other side, I'm afraid.
Can
No,
I?
sure.
I Misty step with the
Oh, you too?
turtle. Yeah.
How sturdy are these bars? Like, can I attempt to rage and?
You
Or are
think
they like?
you think you could have a go, but there's. I mean, you would assume there's some kind of mechanism somewhere. It's worth give Waku a chance.
Okay, I'll give Waku a chance.
Brief chance.
Do I use a spell slot if I Misty step?
Yes.
Oh, well then I don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah, you wait up there with the others then.
Oh well, let's go on ahead. There's gotta be something. Here. Waku like walks along the table.
Okay, look.
Hops off at the end. Which door?
Now, as you're moving around there, let's do this. Okay, as you're looking around, looking at the various doors, wondering which way to head, you do actually see a large lever and winch in that northwest corner.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
There it
just
is.
about to see that.
let's go check that out.
Okay, heading over.
All right. Let's
Is that a whirl?
That's it. Yep. Okay, so yes.
Thanks, Kadash.
Double
Yes.
thumbs up, one for each head.
Okay, so yeah, as you, there is a certain tortured screaming and protestation of this movement being, forced, as the winch has clearly not been used for a very long time, but it does slowly start to move and build momentum, and you do raise the portcullis and the three of you may enter the feast hall.
Oh, good. I thought that would never happen.
I'm gonna miss you, Charizard.
All right. So,
It's open.
yes.
Door's open. Come in.
As soon as there's enough space, you're going to duck underneath. And you can see, as I said, there's the two doors in the west, two doors in the east, but one of the ones in the east is mostly broken. But you can peer through the rubble there if you want to.
Yeah, Waku will get a better look at the rubble.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you clamber up on the broken down stones and things that are lying there, and you peer through into the room beyond, and you can see that the plastered walls of this dark room are slick with moisture and set with colourful stones, starfish shells, and coral branches. Extruding from the east wall is a stone sculpture of a giant crab. Its pincered arms are hugging a 10-foot wide stone basin. A trickle of water flows from the crab's mouth into the basin, and holes in the basin's rim serve as drains to keep the pool from overflowing. Through a narrow window in the south wall, you can hear the crash of tidal seawater flowing in and out of a cave. As we can hear in the sunset. Waku, what's the range on your magic, detect magic?
Detect magic is 30 feet.
Okay. You are just in range as you clamber up on the edge of that rubble there, and you can detect an aura of transmutation magic emanating from the pool.
Magical pool.
Yeah.
Wonder. It's transmuting.
In the pool. What do you
Shadov,
mean?
this might be the moment we've been waiting for. Peppy can get rid of the head.
What do you mean the pool is transmuting?
Oh, it's like a
Changes
there's-
one thing into another thing.
Creepy.
it's a magic style, I think.
Magic style. Okay. I don't like the concept, but you should probably stop it from transforming whatever is in the pool to whatever is coming out of the pool. No.
I don't know how it works.
You're the great and powerful wizard, warlock, whatever. Why don't you solve it?
I could figure it out. I just would need to get a little.
Clamber through. Do your identify ritual.
Yeah,
I push
it's a. All right.
Are you on the rocks? Can I like nudge you? towards you?
I mean, the group of you working together managed to clear enough space after a short time.
And then he burrows on through. All right, give me like 10 minutes approximately.
Okay, you can move yourself through there, Waku.
I'm gonna keep clearing rocks so I can follow him and
No
sort
problem.
of offer back up.
Yep,
And I
that's fine.
assist with the clearing of rocks as well.
Okay.
And I'll spend the next 10 minutes casting Identify.
Okay. So. Yeah, I mean, Waku, the basin looks like it's big enough to bathe in, should someone wish to do so. And
Figure out after we identify it, I suppose.
Maybe you can become a dragon.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
Crab dragon. Okay, and you do ritually cast as the others clear enough, and as he finishes casting, the rest of you can get into the room as well. And as you peer, if any of you peer through that window, or as you went by Waku, you did see a big cave. God, excuse my camera being so jerky and crappy. Sorry, everybody. My computer's having a tough time of it tonight for some reason. And you... Let's do this. Try a couple of other things there. Okay, now, as you are heading over and having a look, yeah, you can peer through that window there. You can't climb through there, but you can have a look through, and you can see the cave, the cavern beyond. And as you can hear, you get the crash of the waves as it is coming and going through that space there, and you can see the ocean surge crashing in and out of that cavern that is beyond that little window there. And then you discover, Waku, that if a creature speaks a prayer to Umberly whilst tossing 10 gold pieces or more worth of treasure into the pool, they would gain the magical ability to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Oh, so, like, this pool can make you breathe underwater and stuff.
Yes. And also, if any creature damages the basin, there is a chance that they would be transformed into a crab.
But, like, Cole, this is very important. Don't hit the basin with the axe. You'll become a crab.
I do not want that.
Me neither.
Again, only for a day. But hey. So, what do you want to do?
But like, if you give like some money and stuff, and you like say a prayer, you can breathe water instead of become a crab, which I think is better. But I'm not giving any money because that would mean I have to give money.
Do you think that we need to breathe water, though? It might be useful if we are fighting this whatever underwater. No?
One of his heads looks towards the cave and goes, "Yeah, I think it could be useful." The other one goes, "No, I don't think we need it."
It's
Waku?
weird that you're having conflicting thoughts because you are the same person. Or did you become a different person when you sprouted a second head? Like, is it because you have a new brain that you are a new person and therefore have different thoughts? My brain hurts.
Peering through the window, there was a bridge in that cavern as well, you noticed. Rather, rickety. Dodgy looking bridge, but it is there.
Can I
Also
send
would-
my flying snake to scout?
Through the window?
Yes.
Sure.
Does he have a token, or do I use my guy?
It's okay. You gonna send him through?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he just flies off through the window, does a couple of laps, and comes back, looks at you.
Yeah. And I'll use my helm of comprehending snakes and
What?
see if he's got any info. I have a helm of languages, right? You can tell me what he.
I don't think a flying snake has a language.
They hiss. He goes.
I'm gonna check, because they
We've all
might.
seen Harry Potter. They've got a language.
Oh,
If-
parcel.
Yeah. If this works, that'd be hilarious. Just about it, bro. Let's see if this idea works. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. They do not have any languages. I'm afraid.
Ain't that just the way?
Zanen indeed. But no, I did notice it. Looking at their stat block, they have 10 foot of blind sight, so they would be aware of invisible things sneaking around. So I think this would be trained to let you know if something is.
How would he let me know?
Sense the
I can't
vibrations.
understand him.
It would just like, I think it just goes it's like just goes rigid and points in that direction. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
Over there.
So did we see anything invisible?
It did not.
Okay.
Okay. So you head on back. Well, the snake heads on back to you. And yeah, that is your lot there, Waku. Anything else?
I mean, I'm not giving up my gold, so I'm not doing it.
Okay. I mean, it'd be useful, like if you come across a problem later on where that would be necessary, you could always double back.
I mean, they
And
could.
dash?
I'm not giving up my gold.
I can already breathe underwater and walk on
Yeah.
water, so I don't need to spend money.
There you go.
If we do anything water related, you are the man.
Indeed.
That's what I do.
All right. So, where to, adventurers?
I want to open this door.
You can talk
Knock, knock. Lock.
Where are you, sir?
northeast. I
Thank
think,
you.
yeah.
Okay. You open up the door. It is unlocked. I shall grab that for you. If it will let me. Come here, come here. Ah, can't grab it. Hang on. Let's do that. There we go. Let's do this. Oop. Okay, there you go. Now, as you open up that door, you see lush greenery as it opens onto a small area, and you see that there is a sunken bath. It looks like there's some kind of old bath carved in the floor here, and this sunken bath is choked with plant life that dominates this room. The plastered walls are set with colourful coral branches and shells, like the rest of the place, and more plants erupt through gaps between the flagstones, creating a veritable jungle in here. A bat flutters about, alerted by your presence.
It's like home.
And there are some harmless-looking snakes and lizards just idling about the place as well. Anything you'd like to do?
Is Waku Sense magic still on?
No. I could take 10 minutes and put it back up, but it's all ritual. Man.
Can I investigate the bath?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
$24.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes, you clamber down and kind of like look through, disturbing various little beasties that were hanging out down there. But after a little bit of searching, underneath, tucked away underneath the undergrowth, you find a second symbol of Umberlee, identical to your own.
Got another one, guys. Got two. Gotta catch them all.
Put around each of Waku's next now. Okay. So, also, you do see that it does break through the wall there to the exterior, so this would have been a good way if the portcullis had thwarted you. You could have snuck around this way. It heads out to where that massive statue is. You see.
Okay, so we check out the other side
Hey,
then?
bitch. You're gonna head over to the doors? Okay. So yeah, you make your way over there. North or south? South is where Chase was trespassing before.
There's a way over there.
I don't know how. There's no doors. There's a couple of windows. I think you went through a window.
Oh, yeah, gotta open some windows.
No worries. Okay, so north or south? South?
South. I
South.
mean, Chase
Okay.
already knows what's there, so.
You may as well, eh?
You know?
Make it official. Okay, so let's do this. Drag on over here so everyone can see at home. Okay, yes, you make your way into this intriguing-looking room. As you peer inside, you see that this seems to be some kind of shrine. There is a stone pedestal in the center of the room, as you can see. And the pedestal stands atop a circular dais in the middle of the room. And on top of the pedestal, facing the double door to the east where you came in, there is a 10-inch... It's just a window, Chase. You can't go out there. Get back. Sorry, it's not big enough to climb through. You can't go through there, sorry. Okay, yeah, so facing the double door where you came through, there is a 10-inch tall wooden statuette of a woman holding a trident, but she has a shark's tail instead of legs. There are 4 iron torch brackets bolted to the damp walls, and they are covered with peeling plaster and, again, that colourful ocean paraphernalia to decorate all over. A narrow window across from the double door, a narrow window, Shadow, looks out across the ocean.
Why are the walls damp? It's so...
You feel a waft of spray come through the window as you say that, as you're standing where you are.
Okay, now I know why the walls are damp. Never mind.
Actually, Shadow, I acquiesce, and I apologize. I quote, "The window is wide enough for a small or medium character to crawl through." I apologize.
So, Waku?
You're a medium.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
medium?
you're medium, yeah, so you could, that's why I'm apologizing. You could go through too.
Oh, well, then I'll go through the window
Oh, sure.
and open this door.
Okay, so you're going to clamber out onto that balcony that overlooks the ocean there?
Yes, can the turtle fit through?
Yes, everyone's medium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will-
Yeah, a large character is 2 squares by 2 squares. much,
Oh
double,
my.
double the size, yeah. Okay, sorry, let me catch up with you. Bear with me, folks. Ah, you loop around, yes. So yeah, as you clamber out there, you manage to avoid this rather treacherous section of walkway that is there. It leads back to the gardens that you saw as you were approaching. As you see, grab that for you. Yes, the stone walkway above the water's edge, which has partially collapsed into the churning sea, leaving wide gaps. But the remaining parts are structurally sound, and as you clamber out of the window, you manage to get around that broken section there. And yes, at the south end of the walkway, you see another stone double door, carved with foaming waves, such as the Mark of Umberlee has been identified as, the same one. And they do swing on open there. I shall get that for you as I bring our viewers down in your direction, in your general direction. Boop. Here you are.
Ooh, we're getting there.
You open up those doors and find yourself confronted with a throne room, unmistakably. Peeling murals adorn the plastered walls of this throne room, depicting tentacled sea monsters dragging storm-tossed ships to their doom. Set in the plaster are white coral branches and mosaics in the form of sharks made of decorative stones and shells. Pillars carved to look like thick strands of kelp supports the cracked 30-foot-high domed ceiling. 2 pairs of wooden statues on the north and south walls are of turtles. And between the southern pair, there is a dark hallway extending to the south. A dais against the east wall supports a granite throne carved to resemble an octopus. Behind the throne is a double door leading back in the rough direction that you have noticed before. And next to that double door, you see a large clay urn standing on top of the dais there. And set into the wall opposite the throne is a 9-foot-tall arched window that looks out over the ocean. What would you like to do?
I'd like to investigate the throne.
Gonna head on over there, please.
Oh, if I had some treasure, I was just thinking the same thing. I'd keep it here.
Okay, let me head on over here.
Can I check out one of the clay urns?
The urn that's up on the dais?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. On the dais, on the dais, on the dais. Sorry. Okay, so all of you head into that room, and the next thing happens all at once. As you are moving around, looking around the place, seeing what you can see, out of each of those pillars, the 4 pillars in the room, shadows detach and move towards you. And Koa, as you are reaching towards the urn to peer inside, it obligingly opens wide for you as the lid hinges back. Sorry, Josh and Aileen, to do this twice in 2 days. As jagged teeth and a long purple tongue reach out from the mimic's mouth. It's not an urn. Okay.
I'd like to immediately swing at the tongue.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so let me add these friendos to our map here. Oh, not the giant number 11. That's okay. You don't need that. Sorry.
I thought there was 11 enemies. I was like,
11 enemies. No. That's just numbers of rooms. Okay, so dear friends, I need some initiative.
I'm going to use my
Little Waku.
inspiration for my initiative.
Absolutely, yes. Everyone, remember you do have inspiration crystals gifted by our lovely audience. Thank you.
Never mind, I rolled a 1, so I will.
Crisis.
I will keep the 7.
Now, when you say you rolled a 1, that would be a natural 1?
Yes, with my advantage.
Interesting.
I rolled a
Interesting. Waku, Wanda, Kadash even, to an extent Shadov, I would warrant. This whole palace, this whole building seems to be infused with some kind of magical essence that is oozing from the very stones of the whole building. And as Koa, on their initiative roll, rolls a natural 1, I would like for AJ to roll a D100, please.
Uh-oh.
What? D100 is always fun.
89.
89. Thank you. Okay, if you could keep track of this for me. As you surge forward, trying to attack this beast, you strange magical swirls of energy seem to detach from the walls and swirl around you. And for the next hour, everything you touch So as you pull out your sword, or your weapon, this is what happens first. Everything you touch from your fingertips is painted a different vivid color. So what color does your weapon change? For starters.
Like a red,
Yes.
raging
Deep,
red.
raging crimson red, okay. Alright. So, that could have been worse.
Need to get my nose out.
Alright. Let me get our new friendos in the order here. That one, and this one. Is everyone, you getting a decent enough view on the stream there, everybody? I hope so. Whoop. Oof, not very fast, luckily. Okay, so as our adventurers are set upon by these guardians of the Typhoon Palace. What was your initiative there, AJ, in the end?
The higher of the two rolls was 7.
Okay. Noted. And boop. Waku. You, 2 heads are better than 1, clearly. You leap into action.
Oh God, I don't like this at all. He's gonna come hide behind Wander, while and he'll blast this one with a double beamed Eldritch Blast.
All right, go for it.
So a 10 on the first beam isn't gonna do it, but I assume the 23 on the second beam will.
To hit, yes.
Yes. For 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Now, yes, as you, the great and powerful sorcerer does cast their magics. Oh, sorry, warlock. Excuse me. And as this beam of energy just tears through this strange, shadowy creature, it seems to be very badly damaged, and it is looking on its last legs already as its shadowy form becomes very ragged and damaged by this ray of pure magic. Okay, anything else? Wanda, you next?
No.
Okay, Wanda, please, with Kadesh on deck.
I'm going to.
Yep, Omi, that's right.
I think I'm going to get out my pipes of haunting and expend a charge to make each hostile creature within 30 feet of Wander. They need to pass a DC 15 Wisdom save or become frightened of me for a minute.
All right. So, Wisdom saving throw. DC 15. I'm going to go top left, the one that Waku just damaged. I'm going to go clockwise around the shadows first. Pass. Fail. Fail. Pass. So the 2 up on the dais are scared of you. And the Mimic 2?
If it's within 30 feet.
Oh, no, it's just out of range. Waku, could you make me a Wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, it's enemies only. I can choose who hit.
Noted.
Okay.
Waku?
11.
11. Suddenly, that second head of yours, your most recent addition, is trying to strain away and pull your body physically away from Wanda, who you just took refuge behind. They seem terrified of Wanda. Okay, so that they can't move towards you, and there's a disadvantage while you're in sight. What's the effect on that again? Yes, please.
A creature that fails the saving throw can repeat it at the end of each of its turns. Creature that succeeds is immune for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
And I think it's just the frightened effect.
Just can't move towards you.
Has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight,
That's what I
and
thought,
can't
yeah.
willingly move closer to the source of
There
its
you
fear.
go. Nice. Yeah. Okay, noted. So those two are at disadvantage on all sorts of things. Okay, and anything else, Wanda?
I think I'm just gonna stay put
Bye-bye.
and kind of protectively standing in front of Waku.
Noted. And the head more desperately tries to pull away. It's like headbutting the other one. Waku's just like, no, we have to get out of here. Come on, quickly, danger, danger.
The danger is there.
Kirash, what you doing? Shadow on deck.
Shadow in the northeast pole there. I stepped to within 15 feet.
You're already within 15 feet, but you need to move in visual if you want to. It's behind the pole from the column from you.
The northeast one.
Oh, sorry,
I can
excuse me.
see
Right.
that one.
Yep.
And cast thunder. It's called Thunder Wave
Okay.
on
How
that
fast
one.
does that go? Because Koa's on the other side.
It's 15 feet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I measured out the distance there.
Yeah.
It's
Koa, your hair is definitely blown very dramatically, and as you're in this combat with this mimic, Koa. Just. Rah. Okay.
you can make a Constitution save on 14.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Yep.
No disadvantage on saving throws. 16, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, let's see. Hang on, it says on a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet.
On a failed save? Yes,
With
but I
this.
passed. I passed. So.
Okay. So, I guess
Is there
on
any?
a successful save, the creature takes half damage
There you
and
go.
isn't pushed. So, let me see how much.
Okay.
2d8 is.
AJ, I don't know why I even bother moving the crystal away. Just leave it there. Thank you, Omi.
12 damage, so half that is 6 damage.
The damage type, please. Thunder.
Yes.
Noted. And that is halved again, I'm afraid, to 3. As their incorporeal form does not seem to be too damaged by it. Okay, but thank you. Any bonus actions or anything? Cheers, Omi.
Can I use a cantrip to create a bonfire then under the...
No. What was the
Okay.
thunder one a bonus action?
No.
Okay,
For
yeah.
the spell. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. If you cast a spell with a casting time of a bonus action, you may then cast a cantrip on the same turn. But not otherwise, I'm afraid.
End of turn.
Noted. Thank you. Shadov.
Alright. Okay, so I'm going to move. How many? 30 feet? Move 30 feet.
Whatever's on your sheet there. Top of your sheet. Yes, 30 feet.
Okay,
So 6 squares.
3.
Diagonal is 1.
Is this?
Well, actually, I learnt from Dead Aussie Gamer the other day. Every second diagonal is 10 feet. Apparently,
Oh,
rules as written.
I forget where I started.
It's okay. I'm just going to count them all as 5. It's fine.
Okay, so
It's easier. But yeah, apparently,
Six
rules as written.
here.
Every second diagonal is 10 feet.
okay.
So 15 feet per 2 diagonals.
So I'll move here
Yep.
and use my bonus action to light the sword.
Okay.
Bastille.
Steel.
And for my action, I will bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever they make an attack or saving throw, you can roll an additional d4.
D4. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Nice. So who are you blessing?
I'll bless Koa, Kadash, and Wander.
Okay, is Koa within range?
Yeah, I'm within 30 feet, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, thank you. So everyone, please remember that you are blessed. And D4, yes, on attacks and saving throws, as it should have.
Yes.
Oh, right, thank you. Now, the mimic's turn. It lashes out towards you, Koa, with that pseudopod of its. Boom. 7 misses. Does not manage to get you. And that is all. But then the shadows will take their turn. Let's see here. Okay. They are going to. Let's see. Okay. They're just going to go for the 4 of you that are otherwise unaffected by combat. 1 on each of you. Actually, this one couldn't. Let's see. Yeah, actually, this one's going to have to go for Koa, I'm afraid, because it can't go towards Wonder. So the other one kind of did a looping round to you there, Kidash, but the other ones are all heading the other way. So let's do these shadows attacks as they come just floating through the air ominously towards you. Waku first. Boop. 18. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Okay. Could you take? Sorry. You take 8 necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 3.
Okay.
Okay. So you see this creature just like like those Harry Potter things, just go reaching towards Waku, and just does this horrible-looking attack on the small kobolds, and Waku is left looking drained and rather worse for wear, I'm afraid. Wanda. Only an 8, that misses, right? Kidash. 17. Muted.
Trying to find the button. Yeah, no, my armor's 17. That's
Okay, yeah, beats it, I'm afraid. So you take 12 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1. Not the bonus, the score itself. Okay. And Koa Venar. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Oh yeah, 17 was with the disadvantage. Sorry. And Koa Venar again with disadvantage. 18. Sorry.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. That is 13 necrotic damage. 1-3. And the barbarian's strength is reduced by 2. Okay.
These shadows are savages.
Yeah. All right. Noted. Okay. And last but not least, Koa Venar.
I would like to swing with my great axe towards this. I'm just changing my strength so it will
Yeah,
affect.
no problem. Which
yes,
which one? The shadow?
No, the mimic.
Okay.
I'm still facing the mimic. So I'm going to swing out with my great axe that's bright red.
Are you raging?
Yes, bonus action.
Okay. Yes, it's bright red axe.
Now I've never played a barbarian before. Do you roll with advantage for?
If you choose to go reckless, if you
Okay.
have that ability.
I only rolled a 9.
Okay, yes. Yeah, the raging gives you resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, and you get a +2 to your damage rolls if you hit.
Which I didn't.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid not. Okay. So yes, it ducks out the way. I think you kind of aim towards this urn that's kind of still shifting and transforming, and
I'm very confused about why I have magic. As that is not my speed.
Indeed. Okay, thank you very much. And as we get to the end of the round and back to the top of the turn order there, I think, as we are just shy of midnight here in Japan, we shall leave the Typhoon Palace for another week. And we will return in the thick of things as we jump back into this combat next time. A huge thank you for everyone who joined us today. It's lovely to have you all here, to my wonderful players and everyone watching along. Thank you so much, and everyone in chat there as well. Thank you for the inspirations and the raids and the follows. Thank you so much. If you are not already, do give us a follow, and so you can be known what is going on and all catch up with all the news and stuff. And also, if you are a follower, that will give you an invite over to our followers Discord, where all kinds of things are going on, and you can shout out any projects and things that you have to all of the lovely Phoenix Uwaki people over there. And it is a wonderful thing to have you all along. Thank you. And also massive thanks to Patch and Skeptic for those subs at the start there as well. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all again very soon, as there are lots of things happening throughout the week here. We will be back Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world, as we dive back down into the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. And then later on, we will have our penultimate Curse of Strahd session, and then we will be hurtling on to Friday. On Friday, we have our last ever, the final. It's going to go one way or the other. Our last session of Descent into Avernus, as our heroes are battling Zariel, trying to save the city of Elturel, return it to the material plane. Do come and see how that goes. Even if you're playing the game, at this point there's no spoilers. They're just battling against the big final boss, and we're going to see which way that goes, and we shall see what happens. Then, Saturday morning, Friday evening, depending where you are in the world, I will be seeing AJ again, as well as that rather fine fellow Dedozy Gamer who appeared in chat a while ago, and the fabulous Josh from Dreaded GM, as we head on over to another Josh, the Tales of Pesh channel, to play a one-shot in Eberron, a prequel to their upcoming new campaign, which I will be playing a teaser for as we leave you and say goodbye today. So do stay tuned for that. And you can see our characters, see my crazy little goblin boy, and see what we are going to be playing on Saturday or Friday, depending where you are. Then, later on Saturday for us, myself, Michael, Marin, and others will be heading over to Patch and friends over at Quest Junkies UK. Let me give you a shout out there, sir. Quest Junkies UK. Okay. Boom! As we will be heading on over to play with our good friends there and get our teeth stuck into our Rodania campaign once more. I can't wait to play my barbarian. That's my first barbarian agent, a wild magic barbarian, bearbarian, if you will, as he is a bear folk. Do come and join us over on Quest Junkies UK for that on Saturday. Then that'll bring us all the way round to Tuesday once more, and we will be rushing into the finale. Will they be able to fight off these vile creatures in the throne room here and surge on to find the final cultist and defeat the cult of elemental evil? This is going to be the final episode of this little miniature summer campaign, so I do hope you can join us again. And as always, do stick around for the raid as we go on. But before we do that, we need to head on over and check out who is the lucky person who is going to win a copy of the fabulous Encounters in Chult from CZRPG. I am closing the entries It is closed. Okay. So, tonight's copy of Encounters in Chult goes to... Quest Junkies UK! Ta-da! Patch, there you are, sir. I will send you the code for that. Congratulations! And I cannot wait to head back to Rodania. And if we ever end up in any jungles in Rodania, you will have a bunch of encounters and things to use against us. Oh no. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, a massive thank you once again. Vicky, thank you. Thanks for coming on by. A wonderful thanks to all the folks at Sirenscape and everyone. And let us, as I say, stick around for the raid if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until then, enjoy the teaser for Saturday's game, and we will see you all next time. But until then, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi, bye.
Oyasumi.
Thank you, everyone.